Good morning, all. My name is Miss Jones. I'm your English 1101 teacher this semester. I wanted to give you a quick tour of our Blackboard shell, kind of help you guys navigate. So I'm going to go in to the first class. The first thing that I want to warn you about, if you were pulling up your Blackboard shell on your phone, a lot of times this little tab here on the left side will be missing. And a lot of people, I've had several emails of people going, I can't find my Blackboard shell. What is going on? I'm missing things. It's because of this little arrow. So if you do access Blackboard from your phone and it looks like this, make sure that you kind of run your finger down a bit and find this little guy and pop him over, because this is really our main navigational tool for our course. So you'll notice here we are on the home page. And we have a couple of things that I want us to look at. We have the start here, which we're going to come back to. It's all the information that I want you to know before you even begin this course. We have our syllabus, which is here. If you'll click on it, you can click on the little blue, and you have our entire syllabus. Now, go through it. I have a couple of my warnings, writing format, and then also right here, I have how our grade will be determined this semester. Discussion boards are going to be 30% of your grade. Tests are going to be 30% of your grade. And then the Turnitin informal essays are 40% of your grade. And then I have a little, a couple of important notes about, do not resubmit work that you have done for another English class. And then my thing on plagiarism. Plagiarism is a big deal to me. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But most importantly, and I think probably the most helpful thing, is there's also a student guide. So if you want to go through and see what's due on what date, so you can plan ahead. Okay? All right, so that is our syllabus for this semester. Then we have announcements. The announcements are for any time that I want to address the entire class. You'll notice I already have some put up for the semester, and these guys will release later in the summer. Then we have weekly lessons. These are all of your work modules. This is where all of your work lives. Now, for the most part, I only allow one module to be opened at a time. However, this semester I'm going to open up the entire thing after the first week, after no shows have been submitted. So what you'll do is you will go in, click on an assignment, and you will see that I have a reading watch list, and then I have an assignment list. So you will have what you need to read and watch. Here you're going to read why readers read what writers write, and then you are going to do a MLA format refresher for mini essay, and that guy's here. This is just in case you haven't written an MLA formatted essay in a while. It kind of gives you a breakdown on the construction of that essay. And then you have the actual assignment here. I've given you a couple troubleshooters in case you have issues downloading your paper into Turnitin, so you can look at that as well. Okay, and here's the actual article. If you'll click on it, and sometimes you have to assess if you're a student or staff. And if you'll come over here to PDF full text, click on PDF full text, and it will pull up the essay. And this is a really interesting essay, you guys. I think you'll enjoy it. I've never really thought about why I read what I read, but it's really interesting. So read that essay and then turn in your why readers read what writers write. That's really hard to say, y'all. All right, so complete that one. That guy is your no-show assignment. This guy is due 5/22 by 11:59 p.m. If you do not complete this assignment by 5/22 by 11:59 p.m., I'm going to turn you in as a no-show and you'll be taken out of the course. There will be no exceptions. I do not add people back once they are counted as a no-show. So know that. Here is your textbook. You can click on it here, and then I have separated it into chapters. Here is your course grades. This is where your grade will be. It will tally it as we go through the semester as you turn in assignments. Here is a Blackboard help, just in case you have some issue with Blackboard. Here's a Blackboard Collaborate. We're not going to do any Blackboard Collaborate classes. I found that in the summer asynchronous is best because people are have different work schedules and that sort of thing. But then also we have Net Tutor. I think you get one paper that they will proof for free. I'm not sure. But here's Net Tutor in case you need it as well. So let's begin at the start here. So if you'll click on Start here, I have our little introduction. Of course, I'm here to help you with anything and everything. So here is my email address in case you need to email me. Now, I say here that generally I only open one lesson per week, but this semester I wanted to try something a little different. After the first week of classes and no shows are turned in and people are taken out of the course if they do not complete those, I'm going to open up the entire module. Okay, so you can work ahead if you desire. Now, there's a couple of things that I want you to know about that. First of all, there are still due dates, so pay close attention to those due dates. And those are located in the assignment list of each module. Here, I'll show you again. Right here, all assignments are due by. All assignments are due by. And also, if you'll actually click into the assignment, I have the reading and the watch list. So everything that you need to read and watch, and then assignments due by 5/29. So all of those guys will be due. So make sure that you're paying attention to those things. Let's go back to start here. Once you have submitted an assignment, even if you turn it in exceptionally early, once I grade that, that assignment stands. I will not unsubmit assignments and allow you to redo them. You get one shot. You shoot that shot once, y'all, and then you've got to move on. So make sure you have edited, proofed all essays, discussion posts, and tests before submission. And that's another thing. With discussion posts, you need to reply to at least 2 classmates for the majority of them. So make sure, even if you fill those guys out early, that you go back in and you discuss the topic with at least 2 of your classmates for full credit. Okay, then we have a couple of standard rules and guidelines, and these are things that I'm not going to change my mind on. So I do not accept late work, and that's another reason why I opened up all the modules. I want you guys to get your work completed. So Blackboard was down, my computer crashed, my computer broke, I can't get to my assignment. Make sure all of your assignments are submitted early enough to circumvent any of these tech issues, or Blackboard was down, I tried to, no. Summer courses are hard, they're a commitment. I know vacations, I don't have Wi-Fi on the ship. Look, all of these guys are not valid excuses. You need to work ahead if you must. And because of just their nature, discussion boards are impossible to make up. Once it ends, first of all, it disappears, and then second of all, there's nobody to discuss the topic with any longer, which is the entire design of the assignment. Test quizzes can only be taken once. Those guys can't be made up because the correct answers release after the due date. So the integrity of the test is broken. So can't do that. All plagiarized papers will fail. Even a few sentences constitutes plagiarism. Guys, I get so many plagiarized papers. It's gross. Really don't. Any excuse, it was an accident, do what plagiarism was, I didn't plagiarize. Any cut paste material, I get a lot of those cut paste and then you change words in thesaurus. Ugh, it's a rough time. So I just fail them. Even if it's just 2 sentences, I just fail it. So make sure that you use in-text citations. Make sure if you take a quote from any source, outside source, that you use an in-text citation. Okay? Also, Turnitin highlights the plagiarized part, so I don't even have to go looking for it. It does it for me. So just know that ahead of time. Also, I do not offer extra credit in this course. I think extra credit distracts students from what they need to be doing in the first place. So no extra credit. Also, I don't answer emails on the weekend. I check my emails from Monday at 8 until Friday at noon. So make sure to get all your questions in during the week. Also, except for our first due date of 5/22, most assignments are due by the following Monday night by 11:59 p.m. So that gives you guys a whole day of access to me in case you need something before you turn in an assignment. Although I hope you turn it in before the due date because, Blackboard. Ugh. All right, here's your GNTC email access. Make sure that you have access to your GNTC email. If you'll click on this, it gives you instructions on how to log in if you have not done that yet. Tests and quizzes, again, can only be taken once, so make sure you do those, guys. And this is important because this is really what our class is made up. Tests and quizzes are 30%, discussions are 30%, and then your Turn-It-In assignments are 40%. Now, you only have 4 Turn-It-In assignments, so these guys, if you miss even one essay, it destroys your grade. So really make sure that you turn those guys in. Do not fail to turn in your Turn-It-In assignments. These are the heavy hitters. And if you miss one of these guys, it is terrible trying to bring up your grade from that, okay? So make sure that you stay really vigilant about those Turn-It-In assignments. That's going to be your final essay at the end of the class. You have a rough draft. You have your first week's mini essay. And then you have another Turn-It-In assignment that is completely, your annotated bibliography. So those are the 4 heavy hitters. So make sure you do not miss those. Here is your discussion board rubric and grading. Excuse me. This is kind of what I'm expecting to see from those responses. I'm pretty strict on those responses. I want to make sure that it's not, yes, that's good, I agree. I want to see some discourse. I want to see you guys really get in there and talk to me and talk to one another. So that's what I want the discussion boards to look like. All right. So I think that is it for the navigation of our board. Of course, if you have any questions, issues, concerns, please email me. Again, I'm here to help you in any way that I can. I'm looking forward to our semester together. I'm looking forward to seeing how it works out with the entire Blackboard shell being open, seeing if that helps improve your accessibility to my course. So you guys just let me know how it's going if you need me. And I'm looking forward to a great semester. All right, we'll see ya.